right circular cylinder is a surface which is generated when you move a line parallel to a fixed line. The fixed line is nothing but your axis. This is your axis. And the line which is moving parallel to this fixed line is called a generator. Obviously, since it is moving around this in parallel, it will be moving along a base circle. So radius of the cylinder is nothing but radius of the circle. Okay. So when I want to find the equation of cylinder, you see what I am going to do. I should know the equation of x's. So what it will be x minus say alpha upon a is equal to y minus beta upon e is equal to z minus gamma upon c. So line, the equation of line is written in this form, and therefore if alpha beta gamma has to be a point on this line. So I'll call it as a, which is say alpha beta gamma. Okay. There's this point, I call it as M. I join this point here. It is X, Y, Z. Can you see this clearly? What we have drawn? The surface generated by moving a line parallel to a fixed line. Fixed line is called axis. The line which is moving around a circle is called as the generator. Whatever is the radius of the circle, base circle, that will be the radius of the cylinder. And we will see how do we get the equation of this surface which is generated by the lines. Okay. Can you see a right angle triangle here? AMP is a right angle triangle. Yeah. So what can we use for this right angle triangle? I can use Pythagoras theorem. So what is it? AP square is equal to AN square plus PN square. AP square is equal to AN square plus PN square or MP square. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So with the help of this, we are going to get the equation of right circular cylinder. Now, what is the next job to identify that what is AP, what is AN, and what is PN? How do you find AP? How do you find AP square?
Distance between 2 points.
It's between 2
Absolutely.
points.
So it is x, very good. X minus alpha the whole square plus y minus beta the whole square plus z minus gamma the whole square is equal to what is AN square? What is AN? Let me write it right now.
Projection of
AN square. Absolutely. And what is PN? PN is the radius of the cylinder. So that is r square. So AM is actually, this is our axis, okay, and this is AP. If I project this point P on this axis, I get AM. Can you see it? All the students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so AM is nothing but the projection of AP on axis. AM is projection of AP on axis, and that's why I should know how do I get projection of AP. That's why the advanced level activity. Prathamesh, you are there now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So
Can I present now?
Yes, yes. So first of all, is it clear to everyone why we require projection? Because when I want to find the equation of right circular cylinder, I am going to use Pythagoras theorem, which gives me AP square is equal to AN square plus PN square. AP square can be found with the help of distance formula. PN is radius of the cylinder, which will be given to you, or you can find it. But AN is nothing but projection of AP on the line axis. So if I know how to find projection, I will be getting the value of AN square, substituting the equation, that will be the equation of the cylinder. Okay? So he will tell now, Prathamesh will tell how do we get projection of a line on a given line segment on a given line. Okay? Yes, Prathamesh, you can start.
Just a minute, ma'am. Okay, was it done? A projection of a point on a line?
Yes, yes. Go ahead, projection of 3D.
Acha.
Yes, sir. Projection of a line segment, do this one.
Okay, so a line is made up of 2 points. It is a locus joining 2 points. So here we have given 2 points P and Q, and line is PQ, that is joining PQ. So to find the projection of line PQ on line AB, we have to find the projection of P on AB, that will be P dash, and Q on AB, that will be Q dash. So the P dash Q dash will be the projection of line PQ on the line AB. To find the length of the projection, we can see that in triangle QPR. So here is Q, P, and R. PR is perpendicular to QQ dash. This PR is perpendicular to this line QQ dash. So cos theta, this cos theta will be PR upon PQ, or we can say that PR will be PQ cos theta. But PR is equal to P dash Q dash. So the length of projection P dash Q dash will be PQ cos theta. Does everyone get this, or someone have doubt?
Is it clear to everyone? What he has done? We have projected, see, he told you all that projection of a point is drop the perpendicular from that point to the line on which you want the projection. So P is dropped to P dash, Q is dropped to Q dash. So that projection of PQ is P dash Q dash. Okay, but how do we get P dash Q dash? With the help of PR. P dash Q dash and PR is equal. That theta, which is angle QPR, is same as angle QAB. Okay, so what is cos theta? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So that is PR upon PQ, and that's why PR is PQ cos theta. But PQ is nothing but P dash Q dash, and that's why P dash Q dash value is equal to PQ cos theta, which is your projection. We will see how do we actually find it. Is it okay? Is this much clear to everyone now? He has explained it nicely.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead.
Okay. So if we are not given a line whose projection is to be found, if we are given 2 points, let it be P, that is x1, y1, z1, and Q, that will be x2, y2, z2. And a line on which the projection is to be found is its DC are given, that is direction cosine, let it be LMN. So draw a P dash and Q dash perpendicular on AB, and then P dash Q dash is the projection of PQ on line AB. So that the length of the perpendicular will be same, that will be PQ cos theta. Now the dr of the line PQ will be x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, and z2 minus z1, and the DC of PQ will be x2 minus x1 upon mod of PQ, that will be under root x1 square plus x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So the DC of PQ are x2 minus x1 upon mod of magnitude of PQ, y2 minus y1 upon magnitude of PQ, and z2 minus z1 upon magnitude of PQ. Also, DC of AB are given as LMN. So cos theta will be A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 upon under root A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Or we can say that cos theta will be L1 L2, M1 M2, and N1 N2. Here L1 is L, and L2 will be x2 minus x1 upon PQ. That is DC of the line which is to be projected. And similarly M1 M2 and N1 N2, you can see that. So PQ cos theta will be L into x2 minus x1 plus M into y2 minus y1 plus N into z2 minus z1. Okay.
Is this clear? This is the very good, Prathamesh. Is this clear to everyone? Because this is the thing that we are going to use here. What is the final conclusion? Who will tell me what is the final conclusion? If I want projection of PQ on the line AB whose direction cosines are LMN, the line on which it is getting projected, the direction cosines are LMN, and the line which is getting projected has the direction ratios as x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, and z2 minus z1. Then what's the relation? How do you get the projection? How will you put it in once? Yeah.
Then PQ is equal to L into x2 minus x1 plus M into y2 minus y1 plus N into z2 minus z1.
Very good, very good. That is what is the projection. So when I want the projection AM, just see now, I'll ask in this particular, okay, let me, Prathamesh, please stop presenting.
Ma'am, there are two questions.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, we'll take them. You just stop this. I'll take these examples. We'll take a bit later. I'll ask them now if whatever you have explained. Let me see whether they have understood or not.
Okay.
Okay. So now when I want to find the equation of this right circular cylinder, I said that AM is projection of AP on the axis. So what is your axis? X minus alpha by A is equal to y minus beta by B is equal to z minus gamma by C. So what you should know of the axis, कौन से line में projection हो रहा है, axis में projection हो रहा है. So what you should know of the line on which it is getting projected, element.
Direction cosine, yeah.
Direction cosine. So what are those now? A upon square root of A square plus B square plus C square, B upon square root of A square plus B square plus C square, and C upon square root of A square plus B square plus C square. If this is your axis, then this is element. And what you should know about the line which is getting projected, AP is getting projected. Na? So what do you know about that? What should you know for AP to find the projection? Direction, very good. Direction ratios. So that is x minus alpha, y minus beta, and z minus gamma. Is that clear? So what will be your projection formula therefore? Therefore projection AM will be nothing but A into x minus alpha plus B into y minus beta plus C into z minus gamma upon square root of A square plus B square plus C square. Is this clear? What is the projection? Projection of AM is this. That's what he has explained. It is a product of direction ratios of the line getting projected multiplied by the direction cosines of the line on which it is getting projected. So AM will be A into x minus alpha upon z square root plus B into y minus beta upon square root plus C into z minus gamma upon square root, but the square root is same, so it will turn out to be this. So that's what we are going to use to find the equation of right circular cylinder. Clear? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, now Prathamesh, you can go ahead for explaining those two examples.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we took the projection of AM, we wrote the element direction cosines in the form of direction ratios, right? Why can't we write L into x minus alpha plus M into y minus beta plus z into z minus gamma upon under root L square plus M square plus N square?
You are trying to write down the value of element in terms of x, y, z, or z.
Yeah.
Then your equation which is needed to be a degree 2 equation, it will become a degree 4 equation which we are again using. We are using the same data again and again. Na? That means we are
Okay.
using it here also, we are using it here, which are the direction ratios of AP. And again you are going to articulate it. And that point which is there, x alpha beta gamma is there on the axis. So actually you could have thought about doing that. Then what you have to do? This point direction ratios of AP should be some fixed value. That means you should know fixed value on generator also. And then those will be in terms of constant, and here you are going to use x minus alpha, y minus beta, z minus gamma. That can be done. But that is not given.
Okay.
That's why I go for element, and this is the general formula of element also. No? It's a fixed value. Isn't it?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any other doubt to anyone? Fine. So Prathamesh, just quickly go through the examples, or you can share those examples with the students. Let them do.
Okay, ma'am.
Isn't it? You share the